Yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Fade, and you're listening to Attacking the Beats on IllMuzik.com. Once again, another 5 beats, another 5 reviews, and still trying to do these shows, but keep sending the beats in. I know it takes a bit of time, I know, but it's unfortunate because if I keep reviewing them every single time, I get 5 beats, let's say, I'm going to run out of it real fast, so that's why I want to just make sure I have enough to keep the show going constantly, like on a regular basis, so if upload your beats anyway, but I'll get to it as soon as I can. So yeah, all right, so let's kick it off. First up, we got AR the Superstar with Down and Out. Let's check it out.
He's been all stretched out like he's coming some money or something. That's his ass. He's good for it. That bitch of his, he's the problem. I got 50 men out on the street now. They all get bitch troubles. I starve. Is that it? Is that what you're trying to tell me, dude? Freeze. Do what you want to do. I want his ass out working. Freeze, you know me. No question.
All right. Okay, so that was AR the Superstar with Down and Out. All right, so I like the drums. The drums are nice. Okay, they're nice and tight. It's a simple drum pattern, so it works. It's good. I think you were using probably the 808 on the kick or whatever, and it had a nice sound to it. It's just very bassy, very loud. So I would just tone down that bass a bit because it was actually pretty heavy in the mix, but it did sound well how you used it. It's just I just found that you just had to bring the volume down. That's all it is. Just bring the volume down. And the piano's dope. I love the piano. The only problem I have is that you didn't keep it going all the way through because I know you made a little hook and everything, but the sounds you used in that hook, I don't know. I'm not saying they're no good. I'm just saying that they were just very choppy. And I think you could have put that over the piano you had. Okay, so I would keep that piano just going all the way through. Maybe just change the pattern or something, but keep that piano going, and then add those other sounds on top of it. Like maybe even just one sound, and just have it just come in. Let's say on the first and the third bar, and then have it delay out or something. Let's put a delay on it, something like that. Just something simple because you have a simple drum pattern. And it's just a nice laid back piano groove and stuff. So. I would just keep that, just keep that, and then those sounds added on top, very minimal though, keep them low, and fix the bass. That's about it. But that piano is really nice. I'm really feeling that shit. All right, so next up we've got Krog 85 with Chill View. Let's check it out.
What you talking about, Crow?
All right. Okay, so that was Krog 85 with Chill View. All right, so on this one, I'm really feeling this whole beat. Okay, what I like about it is that it just how everything was just put together. Okay, it just sounded really well done. And I think this one was for a competition maybe or something like that. I can't remember. I think you had sent it to me for some competition. I ended up just putting it for this or for the Attack of the Beats or whatever. So, but this could definitely win a competition. I mean, it's a nice beat. It's tight. Drums are dope. I have no complaints on that. And I think the only problem is that heavy 808, and that's the thing. I mean, I've said it so many times. I mean, people when you use the 808, I mean, that's the thing. The 808 is like, in a way, you can't really fault the person that uses it because it's both a curse and a blessing. The 808, right? It's a dope kick, and it's just very, very heavy on the bass. So it's heavy, but on the other hand, like for you, I mean, this is the type of beat that I could see someone driving around with, playing this shit, and it's gonna bump. That's fine, that's great. But it is a little bassy. So because, for example, later on in the beat when you brought in that fast synth there, that part, I couldn't hear it too much. It was kind of drowned out by the bass, So yeah, that's too bad. I mean, I don't know. You could have brought that up maybe or something, but then. Still, I think the bass could be brought down a bit or whatever. So, but I like the little vocal snippet you had on the side. Those keys were nice and everything. But yeah, it's mainly the low end. I would just get that under control, and that's about it. Because the rest was really, really dope. Yeah. All right. So next up, we've got DJ Iceman with Spanish Fly. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was DJ Iceman with Spanish Fly. All right, so first of all, I love those horns. Really nice horns. I don't know where you got those from, but they're nice. I want to sample those. But they're nice horns, and I like the beat. It's well put together. It's bouncy. It's like a fun beat or something. And of course, it fits the title perfectly, or the title fits the beat perfectly. And there's a few things. First of all, the low end, it kind of sounded like there was a bass line. But I don't know if there was. It just sounded like it was very subtle. But I think there could have been like an actual solid bass line there that would have really filled out the low end, because it just kind of felt empty, the low end. You know what I mean? And the other thing was the snare. I mean, the kick was good and everything, but just the snare. It's a very light snare. It just kind of sounds like it's not even there really. So like you just have the kick with percussion, let's say, whatever. So. For the snare, I would actually, put in a nice smacking snare on this, something nice, because it would it would just bring some life to the beat. I find, I think there's plenty of life to the beat already. It's just that I just think that with the snare and a nice solid bass line, it would make it even doper, even better. So I would try that. But I like the horns a lot for sure, and just fix those couple of things, man. It'll be a hell of a lot better. All right, so next up we got iTony 95 with V-Lone. Or V-Lone. Yeah, V-Lone. All right, let's check it out.
iTony 95.
All right. Okay, so that was iTony 95 with V-Lone. All right, so for this one, the thing with this one is that, first of all, it sounds like the type of beat that could definitely be used in a movie. All right, it's got that vibe. It's this eerie vibe. It's like it definitely, I don't know, especially if you take the drums out. When you have those parts where you take the drums out, it just sounds like something from a movie. It really does. It could be an action movie, horror movie, whatever. Something from the streets. I don't know, something like that. But it does sound like that. So you should try to do something with that. I mean, because I think that could definitely work for you. As for the beat itself, I like the synth a lot. It's really, really good. And at first I was thinking that the synths are too heavy or whatever, but it's not that. It's the low end, it's the bass. Because of that, it's so heavy, the bass, and plus it's constant, right? It's just this constant bass note all the way through. That plus that heavy synth, I think it's just making the whole mix super, super loud. The whole beat just sounds very, very loud and stuff. So, for me, I would just scale back the bass a bit. Not too much, because I mean it's heavy, but at the same time, you want that type of vibe for it. That's good. I think the key though is actually in the synth, because it just sounded very thick, the synth. So I would just kind of EQ that synth a bit, just to take out some of that low end, because you have that plus the bass line, so you're getting into the muddy area type of bit there, But overall, the beat is really good. I like it a lot, and dope drums and everything. Everything just fits. So. It's just a matter of EQing a few things in the mix. I think that's all it is, really. So try that, but definitely check that thing about trying to use it in a movie or something. Yeah. All right, so next up we got Primo with The Hustle. Let's check it out. Right. Okay, so that was Primo with The Hustle. All right, so this beat's interesting because with this one, you know, it's funny because I'm listening to it and it's like I'm waiting for the main beat to drop. That's what it kind of sounds like. It's like I just keep waiting or whatever. So you are repeating the same thing over and over, and that's fine or whatever, but I think this beat should be more of an interlude or something. But on the other hand, you know, the way the beat is, you could definitely do a lot with it. So for example, the drums are kind of like I don't know, I would say kind of just stuttered or something, like stagnant or whatever. They're just kind of sitting there, and I think they could actually be, you know, you can add drums on top of those drums, let's say, you know, because the drums that you have are kind of just there, you know, if you add some extra drums on top. So maybe these drums you could bring down a bit in the mix, you know, and then add some other drums on top as like a main drum track or something. And I would keep the keys going and, you know, scale back on the sirens. You know, you don't have to have that all the way through. But again, like I said, if you want to use it as an interlude, that's fine. But if you want to make a full beat of this, I think you could basically just take this and add stuff, you know, or add this on top of something else, you know, because it just sounds like it's like a template to a beat, you know, at the beginning of a beat or something. So that's the whole thing. I think I was just waiting for something to drop in and stuff. So, but from what I heard, I like it. I just think that there could be a lot of things done with it. So try those things and see what you can come up with, man. But I definitely think it has a lot of potential, this beat. All right, so that's it from me. I'm Mr. Fade. It's Attacking the Beats. Keep sending the beats in. I'll keep reviewing them. And my favorite beat this week, the winner is, drumroll please, Krog 85 with Chill View. Let's check it out.